If your ankles or knees feel swollen after walking, this may help. Many older adults chalk it up to just aging, but swelling in your legs, especially after movement or standing, could be a sign your body needs support. Not more pills, but better circulation. What if something as simple as soaking your feet for 15 minutes could help reduce that puffiness and bring deep relief? Sounds too easy, right? But the truth is, your feet carry more than your weight. They carry your entire vascular and lymphatic story. And when we care for them the right way, we often feel it all the way up. In this video, I'll show you a simple at-home method using warm water, Epsom salt, and just 3 drops of rosemary oil. It's affordable, safe, and deeply relaxing. Perfect for anyone over 60 who's feeling tired, heavy, or stiff. I'll also explain the science behind it and share the real story of a senior woman whose swelling improved in just 1 week. Stay with me. I promise this is one of the gentlest, most effective tips I've ever shared. And if you find it helpful, feel free to share it with someone you care about. Ready to feel lighter? Let's begin. Part 1. The secret soak. Let's begin with a simple question. When was the last time you gave your feet some real attention? Not just a quick rinse in the shower, but actual care. If you're over 60, your feet aren't just about getting you from point A to point B. They're the foundation of your balance, blood flow, and daily comfort. And yet, most of us ignore them until pain, swelling, or fatigue forces us to stop and take notice. Today, I want to introduce you to something gentle, affordable, and surprisingly effective. A warm foot soak using Epsom salt and rosemary oil. I call it the secret soak, not because it's hidden, but because its effects feel like a little-known healing ritual passed down from generations. And if you've been dealing with swollen ankles, stiff joints, or that heavy dragging feeling in your legs, this may be exactly what your body needs. Let me walk you through how to do it and why it works. Start by filling a large basin or tub with warm water, not hot, just warm enough to feel soothing. Then, add about half a cup of Epsom salt. This mineral-rich salt is made of magnesium sulfate, and it's known for reducing inflammation, relaxing muscles, and drawing out toxins. Magnesium especially is something many older adults are deficient in, and soaking through the feet allows your body to absorb it gently. Next, here's the key step. Add 3 drops of rosemary essential oil. Just 3. That's all it takes. Rosemary oil is nature's circulation booster. It stimulates blood flow, soothes nerve endings, and reduces swelling. When used consistently, it can help bring warmth and mobility back into cold, tight, or aching feet. But beyond its physical effects, rosemary also supports mental clarity and relaxation, which we'll talk more about in the next section. Once the ingredients are in, soak your feet for about 15 to 20 minutes. Put on some soft music. Breathe slowly. Let this be your moment. You'll notice a subtle warmth spreading through your feet and lower legs. That's a sign your blood is moving again. Many people say they start to feel lighter, not just in the feet, but in the whole body. Now, here's where the story gets even more personal. I want to tell you about Evelyn, a 76-year-old viewer from Ohio who reached out to me last month. She had been waking up every night with swollen feet, especially around the ankles. Her shoes felt tighter by afternoon, and walking to the mailbox had started to feel like a chore. Her doctor ruled out major circulation issues, but offered no real solution. Just try to rest more, he said. Evelyn was frustrated. She wanted something natural, something gentle. So she tried this soak, just 3 nights in a row. By the 4th morning, she emailed me and said, "For the first time in months, I didn't feel like I had weights tied to my ankles." A week later, she said her sleep had improved too. She was getting up to use the bathroom less, and her legs felt less restless at night. "It's like my legs are breathing again," she wrote. What's happening here isn't magic. It's biology. Your feet have thousands of nerve endings and blood vessels. When circulation slows with age, fluid tends to pool in the lower body, especially in the ankles and calves. This can be due to reduced lymphatic drainage, less physical movement, or just the natural changes of aging. That's why so many older adults struggle with leg swelling, tight skin, or that dull ache after sitting too long. But the rosemary and Epsom salt combo supports both blood circulation and the lymphatic system. It helps the body do what it's designed to do: release, flow, and renew. Now I want to ask you something. Have you ever tried soaking your feet before bed? Not as a luxury, but as a healing habit? If not, what's stopping you? Is it time, effort, or just doubt that something so simple could actually work? Give this a try just 2 or 3 times a week. You don't need fancy equipment or expensive ingredients. Just warm water, Epsom salt, rosemary oil, and 20 quiet minutes for yourself. That's it. For something so small, it might become the most calming part of your week. Before we move on, let me give you one more tip. After soaking, dry your feet gently and give them a light massage with a drop of rosemary oil mixed with olive oil or another carrier oil. Just a few strokes up the calves can further encourage circulation and relax your nerves. If you're someone who struggles with nighttime restlessness or has cold feet in bed, this might be a game changer. Our feet are often the most neglected part of our body, yet they carry us through every moment of our day. Isn't it time we gave them a little love in return? Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this secret soak tonight, or if you've done something similar before. I love hearing your stories, and you never know, your comment might inspire someone else to take their first step toward feeling better. Coming up next, we'll talk about what makes rosemary oil so special, not just for the feet, but for your brain, your joints, and even your memory. Stay with me. Part 2. Why it works. So now that you know how to do the rosemary foot soak, you might be wondering, why does it help so much? Why does something as simple as soaking your feet in warm water with rosemary oil and Epsom salt seem to relieve joint pain, swelling, and even help you sleep better? Let's explore what's really happening inside your body when you do this gentle, natural routine. And as someone who's studied aging, circulation, and natural remedies for years, I can tell you it all starts with 3 key systems: your circulatory system, your lymphatic system, and your nervous system. Let's start with your circulatory system. As we age, blood flow naturally slows down, especially to the lower parts of the body, your feet, ankles, and calves. That's why it's so common for older adults to experience cold feet, swelling after walking or standing, or that heavy, aching sensation at the end of the day. Now, rosemary oil is what we call a natural circulatory stimulant. It doesn't force your blood to move. It encourages it, gently. When you apply rosemary oil through a warm foot soak, it dilates your blood vessels, especially the tiny capillaries in your feet. This helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients to tired tissues and helps flush away metabolic waste that can build up and cause inflammation. It's like clearing traffic on a slow-moving highway. Suddenly, everything starts flowing again. Epsom salt plays a role here too. It's made of magnesium sulfate, and when it dissolves into warm water, your skin can absorb that magnesium right through the feet. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, improves nerve function, and supports your heart and blood vessels. Many people over 60 have magnesium deficiency without even knowing it, and that can make swelling and muscle tension worse. The combination of rosemary oil and Epsom salt gives your body the tools it needs to restore balance naturally. No pills required. Now let's talk about your lymphatic system. This is a system most people don't think about, but it's just as important as blood circulation. Your lymphatic system is like the body's internal drainage system. It moves fluid, carries waste, and supports immune function. But unlike your heart, your lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. It relies on movement, massage, and temperature changes to keep things flowing. That's where this soak becomes powerful. The warmth of the water expands lymph vessels and encourages drainage. The rosemary oil helps reduce inflammation in those vessels. And the simple act of soaking your feet in stillness, followed by a light massage afterward, supports the natural movement of lymphatic fluid, helping to reduce puffiness, swelling, and the tight feeling many older adults get in their lower legs. In fact, in a 2021 study published in the Journal of Inflammatory Research, rosemary extract was shown to reduce edema, also known as fluid buildup in tissues, by acting on both inflammation and lymph flow. So the relief people feel isn't just anecdotal, it's backed by science. Now let's not forget your nervous system. This is where things get interesting. The bottoms of your feet contain over 7,000 nerve endings. When you soak your feet in warm water infused with rosemary oil, you're essentially calming the body through the feet. That warmth tells your nervous system, it's okay to relax now. The rosemary aroma adds a second layer of calm. As studies have shown, rosemary essential oil can reduce cortisol levels and help lower stress hormones. That's part of the reason people sleep better after doing this soak. It's not just about the feet. It's about resetting your whole nervous system. Your body finally feels safe enough to rest. So here's a thought for you. If you've been struggling with fatigue, brain fog, or just not feeling like yourself lately, what if part of the solution wasn't in a pill bottle, but in your evening routine? What if this 20-minute soak could be your new favorite ritual, helping your legs feel lighter and your mind clearer? And I want to pause here and ask you, have you ever tried using essential oils before? Do you believe natural remedies like this can make a difference? I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. This isn't just about me teaching, it's about building a community where we all learn from each other. Here's a gentle challenge for you. Try this soak 3 nights in a row. That's it. Just 3. Then come back here and tell me how your feet feel. Tell me how your sleep feels. I want to hear your story, because chances are someone else out there needs to hear it too. This is what we do on this channel. We take science, we combine it with real-life stories, and we find simple, natural ways to make life better after 60. If you're getting value from this video, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up so more people can find it. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider joining us. We post practical, healing health tips every week, always backed by science, always tailored for seniors like you. In the next part of this video, I'll share what real users, people just like you, are reporting after just 1 week of using this rosemary soak. From less swelling and more mobility to better sleep and even improved mood. These stories are inspiring and might just motivate you to begin your own healing journey. Stay with me. We're just getting started. Part 3. A story from real life. Let me tell you a story that stayed with me. It's about a woman named Dolores, a retired librarian from Illinois, now 78 years old. Dolores spent most of her life helping others find the right book. But after retirement, she faced a challenge she couldn't quite read her way out of. Her legs and feet began to swell every evening, especially after she spent time walking or even standing too long in the kitchen. She wasn't on any major medication. Her blood pressure was only slightly elevated, but each morning she woke up with stiffness in her ankles. Each night her socks left deep impressions around her calves. It was frustrating, even scary. She said to me, "I feel like my body's betraying me for something I didn't even do wrong." Maybe you felt that too. She tried compression socks. She elevated her legs. Her doctor told her it was just part of aging. But Dolores wasn't satisfied with that answer. She wasn't looking for a miracle, just something that worked. That's when she stumbled on an older episode we made about foot soaks for seniors. She watched it late one night, sitting on her couch with a heating pad on her knees. The title caught her eye. Reduce Swelling After 65, a Natural Foot Soak Remedy. And that very night, she tried it. She filled a small basin with warm water, added 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt, and mixed in 3 drops of rosemary essential oil. She sat on her porch with her feet in the water, wrapped in a light blanket, and simply relaxed. I didn't expect much, she told me, but after 15 minutes my legs felt lighter. That's the only word I can use. Lighter. That was night 1. By the end of the first week, Dolores noticed something else. She wasn't waking up with that same stiffness anymore. The impressions around her ankles, they were fading. Her evening walks with her neighbor became enjoyable again, instead of something she pushed herself through. And by week 2, the real change showed up. Dolores said, "It wasn't just my feet. It was my mood. I felt more in control, like I could trust my body again." Now, let's pause here and reflect on that. Because this isn't just about rosemary oil or Epsom salt or the soak itself. This is about the mindset shift that happens when your body finally starts responding to something kind. It's not invasive. It's not synthetic. It's natural, gentle, and restorative. I always say healing doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it begins with warm water, a few drops of nature's medicine, and 20 quiet minutes where you put yourself first. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to people like Dolores. Or Michael, 81, a retired postal worker in North Carolina, who emailed us last month. He used the soak before bed and said it was the first time in months he slept through the night without leg cramps waking him. Or Sandra, a 70-year-old grandmother who started doing the rosemary soak with her granddaughter every Sunday evening. "It's become our little tradition," she said. "We call it our reset ritual." That's the power of something so small yet so consistent. And I believe that when you pair natural remedies with intention, your body listens. So now I want to ask you, have you tried a foot soak like this before? If so, what was your experience? If not, what's stopping you? Leave a comment below. Let us know, because your story might help someone else who's still searching for relief. And if you're wondering how to begin, don't worry. In the description of this video, we've included a simple step-by-step guide to creating the rosemary foot soak at home. We also added links to other videos that explore circulation, joint relief, and stress reduction for seniors. If this story moved you, if it inspired you to give it a try, don't forget to like this video. Share it with a friend, especially one who says their feet always hurt or that they haven't slept well in weeks. You might be giving them the gift of peace. And subscribe if you haven't yet. We release new videos every week, always designed with your health, your comfort, and your independence in mind. This isn't about pushing products, it's about empowering you with what works. So tonight, consider doing what Dolores did. Light a candle, warm some water, and give your feet the care they've been waiting for. You might just wake up tomorrow feeling a little more yourself again. And here's one more question before we move on. What other natural remedies would you like us to explore? Are you curious about essential oils for sleep? Foods that fight inflammation? Gentle routines to reduce nighttime pain? Tell us in the comments. Your voice shapes this channel more than anything, because we're not just here to teach, we're here to listen. And Dolores, if you're watching this, I hope you're still soaking, still walking, and still smiling. So now you've seen it. A simple rosemary oil foot soak, paired with Epsom salt and warm water, can do more than just soothe your feet. It can support circulation, ease swelling in your joints, calm the nervous system, and even help you sleep better. And for so many seniors, that's not just comfort, it's independence restored. It's the difference between dreading bedtime and actually looking forward to rest. As a health educator working with older adults across the country, I've seen one truth again and again. When we return to the basics, gentle natural care, the body responds with quiet strength. You don't need to chase every new pill or product. Sometimes all you need is 3 drops of rosemary oil, a little warm water, and 20 minutes just for you. If this video brought you a new perspective, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who may be struggling with tired legs, sleepless nights, or just needs a little help feeling better. And if you haven't already, tap that subscribe button and explore the other videos we've linked below. You'll find natural solutions for arthritis, leg cramps, circulation, and more. Each one tailored to the needs of seniors just like you. Now I'd love to hear from you. What health topic should we cover next? Are you curious about herbal remedies for stress? Foods that strengthen bones? Leave a comment below and let us know. Your story, your curiosity, and your voice help shape everything we do here. Thank you for watching. Take care of your feet tonight, and they just might take better care of you tomorrow.